Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a little girl named Cece. She possessed the kind of beauty that radiated from within a gentle spirit, sparkling eyes, and a heart full of innocence. But her life was far from idyllic. Cece's parents had tragically passed away when she was just a toddler. Left orphaned, she was taken in by her uncle, Mr. Harrison, who was her only surviving relative. At first, Cece felt grateful to have someone to care for her, but soon, the shadows began to creep into her life. Mr. Harrison, a man with a twisted heart, harbored dark desires. He abused Cece in ways that no child should ever endure. The walls of their small house held secrets that Cece couldn't share with anyone. Her uncle's threats silenced her, and she believed that she deserved the pain. She wondered why no one ever came to her rescue, why no one saw her suffering. As the years went by, the abuse continued. Cece's childhood innocence faded, replaced by fear, shame, and confusion. She longed for her parents, their warm embraces, and their love. But they were gone, and she was trapped in a nightmare. Every night, Cece will cry endlessly. The torment her uncle inflicted on her intensified as she grew older. She felt like a fragile bird with clipped wings, unable to escape the cage of her own existence. In her teenage years, Cece's life took a different turn. She met a boy named Evan at school. Evan was kind, and for the first time, Cece felt a glimmer of hope. But fate had other plans. Their relationship turned toxic, and Evan became emotionally and sexually abusive. He used threats and manipulation to keep Cece under his control, just as her uncle had done. Cece's heartache deepened. She wanted to break free, but the chains of shame held her back. She couldn't bear the thought of reporting Evan to the police. Shame whispered that she was somehow complicit in her own suffering. In her mid-20s, something shifted within Cece. The memories of her childhood abuse flooded back, the darkness she had carried for so long. She decided to speak out, to break the silence. Some family members believed her, while others denied her truth. Her aunt's denial cut deep. It echoed the fear she had felt as a child. Cece sought therapy, and slowly, she began to heal. She met a friend in her counseling group, a survivor like herself. They leaned on each other, finding strength in shared pain. But tragedy struck when a friend took her own life. Her friend's mother pleaded with Cece not to give up, and those words became her lifeline. Cece vowed to channel her pain into something positive. She became an advocate for survivors, sharing her story to raise awareness. She learned that healing was an ongoing process, one that required courage, compassion, and resilience. And she discovered that she wasn't alone. Others had walked similar paths. Eileen, another survivor, once said, "You have to be fine with the healing process being ongoing." It gets easier over time. Cece clung to those words, knowing that her journey was far from over. She became sassy, empathetic, passionate, independent, and protective, qualities that fueled her advocacy work. Cece's story reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there's a glimmer of hope. She found her voice, and through it, she became a beacon for others. Let us honor her courage and stand together against abuse, ensuring that no child suffers in silence. The end.